gotta plug this earpiece in. Alrighty. What's up, man?
Man, just watched your video.
Oh, you did?
The one, yeah, I just watched it. That was definitely a good one, a good article you had wrote.
Yeah, I see. Andre liked that one.
No, I just liked it. I literally just liked it before I called you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, if you have two likes, then that could be him. But with the one like, that was me.
Oh, okay. You out driving right now?
No, I'm just walking around the neighborhood right now.
Oh, okay.
And it's real beautiful out here today. I know it's nice out there in Georgia.
No, it's raining, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Y'all probably need it.
Yeah, well, it's going to be raining out here anyway, because, it's real green. That's why it's so green out here, because it rains so much.
Yeah, good. All that lushness.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. I'm trying to see where this other conversation. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that was tugging on me this morning when I woke up. And I said, let me go in here and see what's sitting up in me. So
How long did it take you to come up with that?
Huh?
How long did it take you to write that article?
About 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just got up. And I didn't know what was going on. I just started writing. It just started coming out. And then
when it comes, well, you go.
And then when it started coming out, then what the universe does is it gives me something new based upon new insight based upon what's going on right now, and also based upon what I already know, and that's how it all comes together.
Right.
Yeah. What were you getting ready to say?
I was going to say, like, when you was writing your books back in the day, like, were you just operate strictly off inspiration, like how you were this morning, when you just woke up and boom, you already had it in your mind, or you kind of had to sit and meditate for you to come up with those books you wrote?
Well, inspiration, when you're inspired to write something, you really don't know what you're going to write down.
Oh, okay.
That inspiration is what gets you to the computer to start writing.
Right.
And there's a real good, exciting feeling that comes with it. And so when you sit down, I mean, you pretty much can already feel what the concept is. You just don't know what it's about.
Right.
And so that's like when it came to me this morning, I knew that it was about the government.
Right.
And so I sat down. I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? Because I got so many other things distracted me and going on around me. So once I started writing, I'm like, oh, okay, I see. I see where this is going. So
right.
Once you see where it's going, it's pretty much an article to let folks know this has been going on for a long time, and the pace of the whole government is based upon the whip.
Yep.
Whether it's on the black slaves' back or the white slaves' back, male and female. It was both male and female at the bottom of those Roman ships. It wasn't just men down there; it was women down there too.
Yeah, and children as well. This system don't care about nobody.
Well, it didn't have a lot of children down there. I mean, I think the youngest child down there had to be about 12. But what was a trip about back in those days when I was over there studying in overseas, they was telling me, because I had questioned them. I said, well, how did the women, for what reason did the women, how did they end up down there at the bottom of the slave ship? And of course, you're dealing with Rome, and so one of the reasons why those women were down there is because they were unattractive.
That sounds
So they wasn't attractive, or whether they were ugly, considered ugly in the face, or overweight, or whatever the case may be. You know, if they were unattractive, they put them down there with the men who were the slaves. You know, so a lot of these people who you see walking around here, they ain't nothing but descendants of concubines or prostitutes.
That's true.
You know, and that's not even by choice. You know, some of those women did what they did in order to survive.
Right.
Yep, I was online last night, and I had bumped into Salam's Room for Rent, and so I'm like, I was just curious. I'm just looking around, and the last room that I was in, she don't have anybody in that one, and it's a picture of her. I'm gonna have to send it to you. It's her standing out in the hallway taking a picture of her restroom. And there's a reflection of her in the mirror. Man, Josh, Salam looked like she just crawled out of a casket.
Yeah.
I'm looking at her, I'm like, oh my God, she looks so bad. I mean, she's so small and so dark, and it looks like her eyes are always swollen, and Salam just looks bad, man. I mean, really. And it's not that I'm hoping or anything, but it's just that Salam don't really, she don't look like she got a lot of time left.
Yeah, you saying she ain't long for this world that she continue in the direction she is going in.
Yeah, Salam looks bad. You know, she looks real sickly. And and what I read from that picture, her personality hasn't changed. She's still very evil and rigid, and got this real rigid type energy about her. You know, this pace. You know, this you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she's not about to slow down, or she's not to slow down anytime soon. You know, I don't really don't know exactly what happened to her, but whoever hurt Salam, instead of her healing from it, she took the misery from being hurt, and she took that as a tool for ambition or something like that. But she became very bitter and rigid and callous on the inside, you know, very cold. And you know,
there's a difference between that woman you showed me in the pictures, like when she got over here, versus the woman now. She don't even seem like the same person. So you're right, something terrible happened in the past few decades for her to be like that. Cause she was like beautiful. I mean, not just physically beautiful, but like you can see her spirit was beautiful. With the original pictures she had that she showed me compared to now, she looked like she was like she was dried up, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, every way.
Yeah, your voice is breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear what I just said? Yeah.
I mean, she's almost like a totally different person. And you know, even since I've known her, she it seems like she's on a continuous spiral, morally down instead of evolving.
Right.
She's on a downward spiral. You know, and she's not very conscious of, I'll put it like this. I think she is conscious on how she hurts people. She just doesn't care.
Oh, dang. When a person get like that, man, it's like they're pretty much like, damn.
They're dead.
Well, yeah. Well, that too.
You know, and as far as all of these men is concerned, she don't care nothing about giving us some pussy, you know, to keep them around. You know what I'm saying? To keep them around. You know, she's the type of woman where if there's somebody within her circle that she just downright wants to keep around, oh yeah, she'll screw him. You know, just to keep him around, even if she just only intended to screw him just one time. You know. Yeah. Because, you know, she talks about Mr. Crutcher like a dog. You know, from Las Vegas, even when I was here, she talked about Mr. Crutcher like he was a fetus. I mean, she was totally disgusted with him. Oh, he tried to force himself on me, and he pushed me down on my bed, and I told him, you know, she had cut him off a couple of times. Okay, and then when I come out here, she get mad at me and drive off with Mr. Crutcher in his personal vehicle and screw him for 5 hours and then come back. You know, but see, that was only to make him feel comfortable, because she saw how hurt Mr. Crutcher was when she introduced me to him.
Right.
And so that same night when her and I went out to get a veggie pizza, he was following us for a little while. You know, I guess his feelings were so hurt. And, you know, Scorpio women are like this. She you know, they want everyone to feel like they belong, you know. No, it's not like that with him and I, blah, 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 blah. And so she figured, well, Mr. Crutcher got his own business right now, and this nigga don't have nothing, so I'm going to have Mr. Crutcher come over and do this for me and do this, and then I'm going to leave with Mr. Crutcher, and I'm going to fuck him for 5 hours and have him drop me back off, and then blah, 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 blah. Okay, and then after that, how do you see yourself in the mirror? Because the very next day, she was upstairs in her bedroom for the entire day. Yeah, because Mr. Crutcher had been wanting to get in there for so long. I bet you he wore your little ass out, just like he told me when we was all working together for the first time. But I never told her. He came up behind me and said, man, I would tear Salam up. I didn't even respond to it, because I felt like he came up behind me and said something like that to me because he wanted to see how I was going to respond. And so I never did respond. But considering she was up in her room the entire day after she rode off with him in his personal vehicle, I bet you he did tear her ass up.
You know he did.
Mm-hmm. My whole thing is how can you consider somebody a potential rapist, and he's so disgusting and all of that, and then you turn around and you lay up with him because you mad at me? I mean, that's like saying this man here molested me when I was 12 years old, but I don't mind sleeping with him right now. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy. But you're right. A lot of people or women are like that.
Mm-hmm. So when I saw that picture, I'm like, oh my God. I mean, she really looks bad, man. She looks shredded. You know, she's very sickly, thin looking, you know. But see, this is what I was telling Richard. It's the reason why she thought she was going to get some money from me, because she needs some occupants in there. But what I don't understand about her, I'm going to say this, and then we need to get off of her, because we got other things to talk about, is that when she's renting rooms, she gives everybody, now this may be something personal with her, and I can respect that. But she only rents people for up to 6 months, and then they have to leave.
Oh, okay.
Now, in a sense, I get it, but in a sense, I would tell people, let's try it out. Me personally, I would say let's try it out for 6 months. Now hold on for a minute. Okay, I would have a 6-month lease. Okay, and then with an option to terminate it after to avoid the lease for after 2 or 3 months if we don't get along. Now if we can agree to that, that's fine. But after 6 months, I figure if you're getting along with the people, what's the problem?
Right.
But that's I don't understand why she has it that way, because most people out here who rent rooms, they don't really too much care how long you stay, as long as you respect their home, and you don't bother them or anything like that. So
yeah, you pay, so you're right.
Yeah. But I've been giving this a whole lot of thought, and what I am going to do, I am going to eventually go back to Las Vegas in a few months, because the economy is getting ready to explode out there because of that stadium and 2 other major casinos that's getting ready to open up out there. That casino that's getting ready to open up right across the street from Steve Wynn with his wife and all of those other people from China.
Yeah.
It's called the Resort. You can look it up. But once all of this stuff clears up, the economy in Las Vegas is getting ready to blow up. Now, what made me come to this conclusion is the fact that the economy out here is just here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not a expanding economy. It's nothing. It's nothing out here. And you can look that up. Nothing is going on in Atlanta, Georgia. Nothing. Nothing at all. Now out in Vegas, you got the Raiders getting ready to move there because of the stadium. They're going to be having all different types of boxing, and Vegas is getting ready to start jumping.
Right.
It's getting ready to explode, and I had a whole lot of time to think about it, and I said, well, my primary issue with Las Vegas was the economy. Because I used to always complain about the ups and the downs, and the slow seasons. That's the only thing that had me twisted. And dealing with wrong relationships. And so, I had a whole lot of time to think about it. I said, okay, now, believe me, I have definitely learned about relationships. Definitely learned about that. And I've been checking things out there, because this economy out here is not moving at all. It's not expanding. You will find a job out here, but that's it. And then I looked into the bus driving company, and out here with MARTA, they start you part-time. Then you have to put a lot of time in until you get a normal route. So me, it's just I'd rather just go on back home, man, because this is a strange place. The people are strange, and it's just nothing going on out here. Nothing.
Right.
Pretty much the only thing out here in Atlanta is just a bunch of damn trees. And then I had to remember when I didn't just wake up one morning and say, hey, I'm gonna move. I think I'll try Atlanta and just move to Atlanta. I came out here to get my life settled, and that blew up in my face, and I was thrown to the wolves. you know. And I just so happened to survive, and in that time of survival, I tried to root myself in two places so far, and it's just not working out. You know, and the people are strange, you know, and I'm like, this is a strange place, man. This place is strange.
Right.
You know, and then I tried to say, okay, well, is it because I've been in Las Vegas for the past 32 years? No, because you can't get no stranger than Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas is the epitome of strange.
Yeah, you can't.
Strange.
Yeah, you can't get any stranger than Las Vegas. But you never had a problem not living the Las Vegas lifestyle. So what was really the problem? The problem was the economy, the ups and downs. You know, I had even texted Angel a couple of nights ago. I'm gonna have to send you the text, but I'm just paraphrasing. But I was telling him, I said, I noticed how me getting back home, all of my efforts are either sabotaged or ignored altogether. And I told him that when I do get back, it's going to be very different with me, very different. I said, it's going to be, people are going to think that I'm cold and unattached, you know. And I just pretty much told him, no, now I see things clear now. I really see things clear now. Because I'm going to tell you, man, it's like I told my mother the other day, you really don't know people until you get away from them.
Yeah.
And then you're away from them from afar. Then they really show their ass. You know? And then you throw little things out there where Angel would have normally say, Brother David, don't even worry about it. I'll work something out. He ain't trying to hear it. You want to know why? Because him and I don't agree religiously. That's all it is.
It's sad, and it's sad that he's stupid like that. But well. Well, you've been knowing he's stupid. He's been stupid ever since you told me about him. Yeah, but all at the same time, and I need to get back home. But his mindset, that nigga don't agree with me religiously, let him suffer. So in other words, let him die. Whatever happens to him, happens to him. You think that nigga texts me back? Nope. I said, okay, I see you now. So that's why I say when I get back, I'm not going to call him. He's just going to happen to bump into me somewhere. Hey, Brother David, how you doing? I'm fine. How long you been back? Been back damn near almost 2 years. How come you didn't call me? Then that's what I'm going to say. Call you for what? What for? And see, what a lot of people are not going to understand, what's going to be different about me is my humility. Because that's where I'm at now. It's not going to be, call you for what? All that time I was blah, 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 blah. Now it's, call you for what? Yeah, you saying you won't give them the quote unquote niggified response that they would expect. I won't be able to give it to them because it's not there no more. Right. And these experiences and trials and tribulations that you've undergone have killed that out of you. So now that's all that's left is clarity. Yeah, I've been humbled. Because when you're not humbled, you're still trying to figure things out and you're still resisting. But when experiences, it's like this German guy named Hans Brandt told me back in 1995. He said, you see things clearly after you've been crushed. That's some wisdom for you right there. He said, that is so true. Yeah, he said, you have to be crushed. And at the time, I didn't get it. I got it idealistically. Yeah, intellectually, but you didn't get it at the heart level. Yeah, but now I know what you're talking about now.
So you're able to bump into these people. You're even able to put your arms around them and hug them. Hey, Brother David, let's have some dinner. No, I'm okay. You take care of yourself. Now, most people may say, you cut him off? No, he cut himself off. And clarity alone puts something in you to say it's over between you and them. Move forward.
Right.
You get it?
I definitely get it.
It's done. You want to know why? Because you see them now. Because when you went to Georgia and you got crushed, and I mean crushed, even though the universe was still merciful because you never ended up homeless. Never. You never ended up homeless. The universe still had your back, regardless of the trials that you went through under other people's roofs. Hey, man, of course, you was not going to be comfortable around strangers. Come on, man. Since when have you ever been comfortable around strangers? You're an introvert. Come on. Introverts are going to always be uncomfortable around people they know. They don't know. Come on. Wake up a little bit more.
And shoot, you might even be, being an introvert, you'd be sometimes uncomfortable around people you know, depending on how you feel about them and how they make you feel.
Absolutely. But after you've been crushed, you don't even have to worry about that no more. Because you see things clearly now. You don't even give people a chance anymore because you see them clearly. That's just like if you standing in the middle of the street and a car is driving towards you real hard. You see that car clearly. No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. That car is going to hit you. Really? Okay. Boom. You want to know why you got hit? Because you questioned it. You said, really? But when you're in the middle of the street and a car is coming towards you, you see that car coming towards you, you see that car clearly, you get out the way. It doesn't even take a thought. It's called intelligence. I see a car coming. Okay, I'll just move out the way. See, no thought behind anything. The thought is when you're not using intelligence, you're standing in the middle of the street. Here's a car coming. Who is that driving the car? Why is he driving so fast? So you're not being intelligent. You're in the middle of the street, dude. A car is coming towards you. What are you going to do? You're going to question how fast the car is going. You're going to question who's driving the car. What the hell are you doing? I thought you were an intelligent person. I am an intelligent person. Well, then why are you standing here in the middle of the street when you know that a car is coming, is getting ready to kill you? See, intelligence doesn't require thinking. It requires action. You see the car coming? Get out the way. Boom. That is the awakening of intelligence. That is the awakening of intelligence. So the intelligent conclusion that I came up with, the economy is structured out here. It's not expanding. What are you going to do? Because the little money that they pay out here, these are slave wages out here. Slave wages. And before I was saying, well, I just want peace of mind. I want peace of mind. Yeah, you can get peace of mind, but you're going to be broke and have a peace of mind. And therefore, you really won't have a peace of mind because you're going to be broke. You want to know why? Because you're accustomed to living a certain way. And that's not going to change as far as your personality is concerned.
Right.
So that's the reason why the universe had you in Las Vegas, where you can make the type of money you like to make. You can live the way you want to live. The only problem you had was women and an economy going up and down, up and down. Okay. Las Vegas is getting ready to get hit with 3 major blows. You got 2 major casinos opening up out there and a huge sports stadium that's getting ready to open up. That means there's going to be people leaving jobs all over Las Vegas to work at that stadium, and therefore it's going to be jobs all over Las Vegas, everywhere. So you can't walk around, well, the Mexicans done took over Las Vegas, and then you can't listen to Tammy saying, it ain't no jobs out here, it ain't no jobs out here. Well, you working. Deshaun's working. There's some jobs somewhere. Sabotage. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the sabotage. So in other words, don't come back out here. Ain't no jobs out here. Stay out there. But when you're being sabotaged, or like with Angel, when your efforts to get back home is being totally ignored, when you do get back, you won't have any more problems because now you see things clearly. One thing you damn sure won't ever do is what you did with Miss Salam. You will never do that again. Ever. You would never do that again. And sometimes it takes for you to lose everything for you can start over and get a fresh start. That's called having a fresh start. It's when everything else is gone. So that's my plan for right now. Because ain't nothing going on out here.
Right.
Nothing. And like I say, the people who I meet out here, they just keep getting stranger and stranger and stranger. And by me being as exhausted as I am, continue to live up under all of this strangeness is eventually going to get you locked up somewhere, because eventually you're going to fucking explode because you're tired of people. Because every time you turn around, there's always something else you got to deal with, so you just never get a break.
Right.
You never get a break. So that's where I'm at right now.